Hi guys, I've got a meeting in an hour and 15 minutes, so this is going to be really quick, I promise. I had read during the past week about the Lancome foundation, the Teint Visionnaire, and I did watch quite a few videos before I decided whether I would go and get a sample, as Nisha suggested. So off I went last night and arrived at the Lancome counter, and I am such a sucker. I mean, do I have it written on my forehead? You know, I just, yeah. She came out with this one sample that I said looked too dark for me. So I was sort of trying to say to her that I would really like to try it and see how it's going to wear on my skin for, a few hours. Anyway, she said, look, sit down and I'll put this on you and you can see. So we sort of went through, she did the first colour that I suggested, and definitely too light. And the second colour was really more for Asian skins because it had a really pink base. And the third one was the one that looked quite good on my skin. So I bought it. And it's this one that has a concealer in the top, and then the bottom screws off, and you have your foundation at the bottom. I really like the way it looked on my skin. I like the fact that it's got an SPF 20 because I'm such a hopeless one for forgetting to put on my sorry for my sniffles, for forgetting to put on my sunscreen before I put on my foundation. So this sort of covers that bill. But what she actually did on my skin beforehand was she put these two things on it. The first one was what she called an activator. This is called Genifique. And when she put this on, then put on this Visionnaire special serum, it just took all my redness away. It literally just went, I can't tell you the difference it made. And you know how in shops it's usually, fluorescent lighting, so it's really harsh lighting. I'm sorry for the lighting today. The sun is streaming in this window, and there's not much I can do about the brightness. But yeah, so she put this on my skin and it just took all the redness away. And that's what I found the most difficult in trying to find a foundation, is it just doesn't last. I don't like them too thick on my skin, and I find Estee Lauder Double Wear to be probably the best, but I find it's too thick on my skin. I just wanted something a little bit lighter, and plus I did want the SPF inside. So anyway, so when she did this and then she put on the foundation, it was just, oh my gosh, this looks fantastic. Well, the area manager of Lancome was there and she saw what happened. She came over and she just said, wow. She said, I've seen a lot of applications of this before, but I've never seen such a dramatic improvement, which means my skin was pretty bad, and it is. But yeah, so so then it was come in spinner, because these two products together were on a special together for $220. I mean, and I said to my original girl before the manager came along, I said, look, I really don't want to spend that much. And they were trying to sell me all the skincare, and I said, look, I don't want the skincare. I'm quite happy with my skincare. And in the end, they just gave me a whole heap of samples. So, and they said, you'll be back, you'll be buying this other skincare because we've got the best skincare. I mean, if Angie watches this, can you please help me? Because it's so confusing. I just find it really confusing. I know what things feel like and look like, but I don't, you know, the rest of it, it's just really quite confusing. I don't really want to be putting a lot of things that aren't good for my skin on my face, which is why I like the Origin skincare, because it's quite natural. But anyway, so do I, you know, go the whole Lancome route or stick with what I have? Try the CeraVe, I mean, you know, from the chemist. So what I also bought on top of that, because I've really been having trouble finding a really nice pressed powder, and I've tried several, I've got several, and I just don't like it. I've got MAC, I've got Australis, I've got Almay, I've got Estee Lauder, I've got, I don't know, there's a couple of others in there as well. I think I've got a Nude by Nature, I've got, I don't know, there's at least one or two more, and I just can't find one that I like the feel on my skin that doesn't look too cakey. So, because it's Lancome had the perfect pressed fat powder, didn't they? And that's this one, which is a Poudre Majeure Excellence. Now, this is good for hydration because they sort of said my skin was very dry. So I've got combination skin, I think. I'll have to watch some videos on how to test what your skin type is, because my skin is very dry, but I do get a bit oily down here, so I get very shiny. And so they recommended this one. It's a really fine powder, but it doesn't sit cakey on my skin. It's really the best powder. I quite liked it, so I had to buy it. So $370 later, I'm walking out of the store feeling quite sick, but yet, you know, if I like the feel of this, that's just crazy money. So I just want your opinion, guys. What do you do? I believe them and I buy them, but I do like, I can't sort of get the light to sort of see, but I don't have lipstick on today, and I've just done my eyeshadow really quickly because I have to get to this meeting. So and my hair's atrocious. I can't quite work out what's happening to it, but anyway, so that's my quick Lancome introduction for this morning. I better go. Catch you later, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye.